And we're good to go.
Then we will go. It's Thursday night, everybody. That means it's time for AMA, Ask Me Anything. My name is Pete Baker. We're with Alta Vista Assembly in beautiful bucolic East Bakersfield, California. We're going to be with you for the next 30 minutes or so, taking some good questions. And tonight, it is something completely different.
They're already calling. Not yet.
Now for something completely different. So, Matt, you are the moderator and originator and editor and all sorts of things, but you're also an innovator. And tonight, you're going to explain the game, but the game has been changed.
Hold on. Yeah, someone keeps calling. Hold on, people. Wait a minute. I got to make sure we all get there first. So the way it works is,
Tell them, because
as you can see, we're doing a call-in this time. People are going to be calling. You can probably hear the phone ringing off the hook. We're not ready yet. Please give us a minute.
It sounded like a telethon there for a minute.
Yeah, it did, huh? So that's the way it works. I'm going to be posting some people already have the number, obviously, but I'll also post the number on the bottom here for anyone who may not have it, and then that's how it'll go, okay? So,
all right.
I mean, whoever was just calling, if you want to go ahead and call, or you guys can start doing that now, okay?
Okay.
So as soon as, does that person who kept calling want to call now, or?
So you've got calls lined up?
Yeah, the calls are lined up. They know to call, so just give it a few seconds here. You want to talk? Let's talk about what your favorite version of the Bible is while they get queued up.
We did get a question on that. Somebody asked, what is the best translation version of the Bible? And
oh, here we go. We'll catch up on that in a minute. Okay.
You know, this is working flawlessly.
I know it's new. It's new. We gotta work all the kinks out. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
I've had better days.
You've have better days. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get. What is your question? You got a question for Pastor Pete?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, you can go ahead and ask your question.
You know, so far I'm underwhelmed.
I know. Hello? Are you there?
Is there such... Oh, all right.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, wise guy. Is there such thing as an evil color? And if there is, what is the best way to transform my wardrobe to be rid of that evil color? Thank you.
I don't think there is such a thing as an evil color. I mean, you know, people talk about associating black with darkness and all that, but that doesn't make it an evil color. So no, so your wardrobe is just fine if you like it. You don't have to change a thing. Because to my knowledge, there are no evil colors.
So there's no evil colors at all?
Not that I'm aware of. You can have favorite colors.
But like, so people who wear all black aren't bad?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
So there we go. Hey, thanks for the call.
Okay, go ahead and let's talk about the version of the Bible. Oh, wait, never mind. Here we go. Our next call. See, it's working. It's working.
Better than we thought.
You look so thrilled right now. Hello, caller. You need to mute us in the background if you can, please. Are you there, caller? Hello?
Oh, yes, I can do that. I'm just calling because, Pastor, I'm actually a little bit dyslexic, and I just forget from time to time. How exactly do you spell the word Bible?
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Firstly, you should have decided on which accent worked best for you. So start the question over again.
No, they hung up. Okay, hold on. This person is the person who keeps calling. Hello, caller.
Are you telling me you got one person and told them to use different voices?
Hello, caller.
Yes,
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, what is your question, sir?
This
This is Moshi from New York. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Moshi from New York. Okay.
I want to know, is there soup in the Bible? And let me tell you, here's why I ask. Because I can't get a decent bowl of soup around here. I ain't kidding. I go to the deli. They give me this soup. I got to send it back every time because this soup's terrible. This soup is bad. This soup is so bad.
Well, don't let the. How bad is it, Moshi?
This soup is so bad. The Samaritan woman would have dumped it down the well. This soup is so bad. If Jesus said, "Hey, Lazarus, come forth and get some of this soup," he'd have said, "No, I'm doing all right in here." That's how bad this soup is. Hey, let me ask you something else, hotshot.
You're gonna be there till Friday night, and please try the veal.
Let me ask you something else, hotshot. Hey, what's with the peanuts on the airplane? I ain't kidding. They give you this little bit of peanuts. I put them out in my hand. I hold them up to the lady and say, "Hey, look, a speck of dust fell on these now. I can't find them." That's how bad the peanuts are on the airplane.
I think it's time to hit the gong.
Hey, hotshot. Hey, in the city, the humidity is terrible. Let me tell you
How
how bad
terrible
the humidity
is it?
in the city.
It's like a
The humidity is
Seinfeld
so
bit.
bad.
Except more
Don't
painful.
need running water in this city. That's how bad the humidity is.
Okay,
Take a
Moshi.
shower-
Moshi, do you have a question? Moshi's got no question.
Hold on, Moshi, are you there?
Bunch of people standing up on the balconies, all soaked up.
He just doesn't stop.
Okay, Moshi, what's your question?
Hey. The parking in this city is terrible.
Say goodbye to Moshi.
All right, goodbye, Moshi. Thank you. Hello, other caller. We got another caller here. Oh, wait. Are you there, caller? Hold on, I got to put you on speakerphone. Give me 1 second. Man, there's a lot of people calling in right now. Are you there, caller?
Pastor Pete, this is Tina from Australia. I have been wondering, why is there a tree at every church?
Why is there what?
A tea at every church.
A tree? A T.
No,
A T.
But like the letter.
Like the letter T.
At every church?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is there a tea at every church?
I don't think it's a T. I think it would probably be a cross. So it's a cross question.
That's
So
what it is.
yeah. So we'll refer you. Go in our archive and look at one of our questions from last week. We talked about why the cross, but it's not a T. But listen, thanks for the question.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
These are priceless.
These are great questions you guys got. I mean, really. I mean, obviously you guys see the numbers, so. Okay, back to our we'll wait for another call here. You want to go on with your favorite version of the Bible?
You know, I'm a little stunned at this point.
hold on. Hello, caller, you're on.
It could only get better.
Hi, can I speak to Brother Pete?
Yeah, you're on. He's here.
Brother Pete, can you hear me?
Just fine.
Hold on. Moshi, quit calling. Go ahead, caller. Sorry. One more time. I'm sorry.
Brother Pete, can you hear me? This is Wayne.
Just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So this is not so much of a question, but I had something weighing on my heart, and I don't know if this is the appropriate forum. But a while ago, in about the year 2008, and I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm living in a halfway house right now, and I'm going to give you a call later to speak about it. But I'm not in a good place, and I've been going through, and I've been trying to get it right, get right with God, and I have some things weighing on me, and I want to be accountable for. And in the year 2008, I was over at your church of Fairfax Assembly of God. Do you remember that?
I do.
Do you remember me? My name's Wayne. I have a thick ponytail.
Well, my mother had a thick ponytail, but no, I don't remember you.
Okay. This is for nothing, but in the year 2008, I attended an event And it was like a missions event at night, and there was lots of people. It was real colorful. It was just a really beautiful time at night.
Right.
I had gone. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir. Did I interrupt?
No,
No.
go ahead. But
It was
get to
really
a
beautiful.
question.
There was a lot of
We're a
kids
question and answer.
It's not a question.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, we're a question and
it was
answer
a really
format.
beautiful time. And, well, I just wanted to tell you this, and I just want to get off my chest because it's part of something I'm doing, and so long. But it was a beautiful night, and there was lots of families and kids, and I really feel like I ruined it. There was only one bathroom in the back.
Oh, right.
And I remember it was a sink, and then you go in the toilet, and I was in there, and I could hear someone was using the sink, and I was stuck in there, and I did something really bad, and I'm so sorry. I clogged that toilet that night, and I know that all those families couldn't use it after me. And I've
Well,
just been waiting
all
on
is
my
forgiven.
2008
All is forgiven.
pastor.
Listen, next time, frame a question, give us a call back. But thanks for calling this time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be
Okay,
calling
get me
you 'cause
another
I
question.
need some help.
Okay, thank
I
you,
really
caller.
need
Okay, well, that Yoshi guy keeps calls. I don't know. So let's talk about your version of the Bible while we wait for more.
I think the question that we got was, what is the best version of the Bible or best translation of the Bible? Short answer is the best translation of the Bible is the one that you will actually read and that you can benefit from. We benefit today from an explosion of different versions, modern language versions, the tried and true King James, but a lot since that time. The best translation is the one that you will actually read. Now, some are better than others. The thing with translation work is that you're working from ancient languages very different than ours, beautiful languages, in the case of the Bible, Hebrew and Greek, which are very colorful language. Hebrew especially is very appropriate language for metaphor and word pictures and that sort of thing. So it's a difficult language to translate into English, and every translation, whether you're talking about the Bible or poetry or anything else,
Okay.
any translation is always an approximation. And so you have to keep that in mind. But there are a number of great translations that are modern today, the NIV, the NASB, the New Living Translation, all good. You couldn't go wrong with any of those.
Hello? Oh. I'm sorry, whoever just called, I hung up on you. Hello? Hello?
Did you lose them?
Hello?
Call has been forwarded to an automated.
Okay. Hold on, they'll call back in 1 second. I think this is going great. I think we've had some great calls, some great questions.
We've had some unusual calls.
I mean,
So what else do you have?
well, we're going to wait on this last person to call, and then we'll carry on. I want to get this last person in that keeps trying, and then we'll carry on. So you're talking about the New Living Translation?
There's a number of good modern translations. That's one of them for sure.
Hello?
Hello, this is Rob.
No, that's not it. No, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, I hope that's not it.
Hello, caller? Hello, caller? Can you hear me? Hello? If someone's there, you gotta talk. Hold on here. Okay, continue on. Talk about the crown of life.
The crown of life.
Every time we get started.
You know, I'm not liking this.
It's a learning curve. Hello, caller, can you hear
I
me?
can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so happy you guys are doing this. I got one question for Pastor Pete.
Okay.
This is Janine. I'm just wondering, so I had to get all my cards replaced because they said that I have to have that chip on my card.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a translation of that.
Go ahead. One more time. You gotta
I'm
repeat
wondering,
it.
yeah, so my credit cards have worked just fine. And my bank had me replace it with the one with the chip. And I read the Bible. I read the Bible, and I'm wondering if that chip has something to do with the mark of the beast.
It has nothing to do with the mark of the beast.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? Because I know that the Bible says it maybe it's on our head, but I think it's going to
Now,
be
you'll
something
notice
more
that your
modern,
credit
like
card
the
is not on your
vaccine.
head.
Well, but we have to use it, right? That's something we all have to use every day, and the government made us all switch to it. And that's what's making me wonder, I'm wondering if it's something
Well,
hidden in plain sight. And
if you're
I'm scared.
sure, if you're asking my thoughts on it, you can stop wondering because it's not connected to the mark of the beast. Through the years, there have been a number of things that people have mistaken for the mark of the beast. When we began using the Social Security system, people said those individual numbers were the mark of the beast. People have said barcodes are the mark of the beast. They've talked about chips as the mark of the beast. Credit cards, which is what you're talking about, is the mark of the beast. There have been a number of things. My feeling about it is that it will be something that we cannot at this point imagine. But you don't have to worry that you would accidentally take the mark of the beast. And that's why I know it's not your credit card or that magnetic strip, because the mark of the beast will be something that people take intentionally, knowing that they're siding with evil and with the representatives of evil in rebellion to God, and that will be a conscious choice. It doesn't sound like you've made that conscious choice, so your credit card, therefore, is not anything to do with the mark of the beast.
But so some people did make a conscious choice early on, so if they did, then maybe that would be. And I really appreciate you answering all these questions. And you know what? I'm watching you, Pastor Pete, and you're making me want to die a Dr. Pepper really bad. So I'm going to hang up the phone, but thank you so
All right,
much.
but you can't have mine.
I'm on my way. All right.
Thanks.
See you later, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
That was a good one, see?
That was an excellent question.
It was an excellent question.
But we did it last week.
Well, the people have questions, so,
Okay.
Okay, so continue on. We were talking about the crown of life.
Are we done with the calls?
I don't know. There's somebody else said they're calling, but they haven't yet, so.
There you go.
Hello, caller. Oh. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Last week.
Hello?
This is Barton. I would like to ask, would you annex the Sudetenland if you were Hitler?
What?
About Sudetenland?
All right. Well, I don't know what that was about. So carry on with the crown of life then. Crown of life.
Where did these people come from?
That is a very, very good question.
It sounds like a repertory theater from a very small
sounds
town.
like the peanut gallery or something, Last one. We'll take one more. Okay, one more.
And then shut it off.
Yeah. Hello. Caller.
Papa, it was a prank. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It was a prank.
Oh, I wouldn't have recognized it. Thank you.
So it was a prank. Your daughter's contacted me a few weeks ago. And so we want to play on a prank on her dad. And how could I say no? The number I said, that's been scrolling, this is a prank brought to you by the Baker sisters. Enjoy.
So that
So
was
those were all
all-
your friends and family members calling in.
Those are horrible questions.
Yeah, you look so annoyed. I was messaging them as it was happening. I was like, you guys gotta hurry up. He's not having
I'm
it
gonna take a
anymore.
swing at
I don't know how much more I can
So,
do.
so this is a one-off. We're not going to
No,
do this.
we'll do it. We can do it, but we'll plan it better and everything like that when we do it for real. But this
Sounds
was
like
just
you planned that well.
we did actually, but I with the calls, everybody coming in, that was something different. But the happy birthday, we wanted to pull a prank on you, and you were making fun of me before the live stream, so I didn't feel bad at all during. So
It's what I'm going to do to you after the live stream.
So thank you, Baker sisters. That was quite enjoyable. But we do. Let's answer the crown of life question, and we can get to
Well, let me
that.
finish on the translation because that is a good one. Not all translations are equal. Some are better than others. All of them do have their flaws because when you translate from one language to another, really you have to remember that it's an approximation. There's an awful lot that's missed in translation, especially with a language like Hebrew that is rich in puns, and puns never translate. It's rich in all kind of metaphors, and some of those do and some of those don't. So it can be very hit and missy. In actuality, one of the translations that does the very best, especially with Hebrew, is actually the King James. It sometimes can capture the rhythm and the cadence of the language, which is all very important in Hebrew, much more important than English, but it's almost impossible to bring that from one language to another. And the word orders and just so many things make it difficult. And that's why I say even a good translation really is an approximation. You're getting something close, sometimes not so close. Some are better than others. I personally use the New American Standard Bible because it tends to be a little more exacting. But what you sacrifice there is some of the richness, like I said, some of the cadence, some of the rhythm of the language, some of the repetition you miss. So I use that one because it's very good for study. The NIV, New International Version, also a very good one. The New Living Translation, now not the Living Bible, but the New Living Translation. It's a brand new translation. Also very good. A lot of people are fond of the English Standard Version, which is fairly new. It is not one of my favorites because it has an agenda. It was developed by a group of people that were afraid of what they called the gender neutral Bible. There is no such thing. But they were afraid that modern translators were taking too many liberties in translating words that traditionally people had thought of as male words, using the word men, using the word mankind, that sort of thing. And the NIV, beginning in 2011, they were very consciously trying to be more faithful to the original languages. For instance, Greek talks about anthropoi, which means men and women. It means simply human beings. But very often in some of the older translations, it would be translated men. But it really didn't mean men. It didn't mean the male of the species. It meant humankind, mankind. But that's a word that's kind of out of vogue now. So human beings is a little more descriptive. Men and women is quite a bit more accurate. But the people that put together the ESV, the English Standard Version, they were reacting against that. And I think they went way too far. And so they go out of their way to use words like men when it really means men and women. And they are not being as inclusive as the original text actually was. So they're actually obscuring some things there. So that's not one of my more favorite. There's some things about it that are very good. It's very readable. There's some passages that are very good, very well done. But that is their translation rule for them, that they will say men when it actually means men and women. And they feel like they have to uphold what's called the complementarian view of men and women rather than an egalitarian view. Simply put, the complementarian view of men and women, people claim that the Bible says that men and women complement each other. They are not equals necessarily. They're equal in the eyes of God, but they have different roles. Where people that are egalitarians and look at the Bible that way say, you know what, women, men, they can fulfill the same roles. There can be women pastors. Where a complementarian would say there's absolutely no way. So anyway, all that to say that every translation has its high points and every translation has its drawbacks. But if you would use the NIV or the NLT or the NASB and the tried and true King James Bible, you're not going to go very far. It's going to be a long, long time before anybody has a translation as good as the King James Bible. It's simply 400 years old now, and so some of the language is a little difficult for us.
All right, and we'll just answer the Crown of Life question, and that'll be our last question.
Crown of Life. What is the Crown of Life? The Crown of Life is talked about in the last book of the Bible, the Revelation, where there is a gathering. You get a throne room scene where there is a gathering of all creation. And in this throne room scene, which is really a family scene, it's what you could think of as a divine council scene. You have representatives of humans, you have representatives of animal life. It talks about a group of people called the 24 elders. Those are representative of all the redeemed humans of all time, pre-Christ, post-Christ. You have the 24 elders, which are human life. You have the living creatures, which are representative of non-human life, the animal kingdom, they're present. And then you have divine beings. You have angels and seraphim and different kinds of divine beings there. And they're all gathered there to give homage, to worship, to praise, to glorify Christ on the throne. And you get a picture of that. And that's where the appearance of the Crown of Life comes in. Each of those 24 elders, which is representative of redeemed people, us, humans. Each of those 24 elders is given a crown. It's called the Crown of Life. And it's representative of their life that they have lived before God, and it is their reward. Now, they don't walk around heaven strutting with the crown on. That's not what it's for. It's what they do with the crown. Because in Revelation, it talks about how in this gathering, they've gathered around the throne. And if you're reading, it's in Revelation 4. It says in verse number 9, and when the living creatures, that's animal life, and that's why when people say, do pets go to heaven? I think there's a very good possibility, because animal life is clearly there. It says, when the living creatures, and when the living creatures give glory and honor and thanks to him who sits on the throne, to him who lives forever and ever. The 24 elders, so you've got animal life, now you've got human life, will fall down before him who sits on the throne and will worship him who lives forever and ever, Christ on the throne, and will cast their crowns down before the throne, saying, worthy are you, Lord our God, to receive glory and honor and power. You created all things, and because of your will they existed and were created. So it's really not the wearing of the crowns. It's what they do with the crowns, what we will do with the crowns. We will cast them at the feet of Christ. So that's kind of a nutshell of what the Crown of Life is all about, why we get it, and then what we do with it is really what's important. So there you go.
All right, that is all we have time for. We'll save the rest for, well, either Pastor Tino or you.
Tino next week.
Tino next week.
Are you going to do call in with him?
No, we're not going to do. Call in was a special birthday present for you from your daughters. So.
Well, I wondered how all that odd assortment knew it was my birthday, and then they got the Hitler reference in there.
The guy who
about
did the
Sudetenland.
Seinfeld skit, I don't know who that guy was. But
Moshe?
Yeah, I don't know who that was supposed to be. That was my favorite one.
That was Mr. Saturday Night.
That guy was great.
I'm sure he's still going.
He probably is still talking. I had to block him because he was the one who kept calling.
Well, listen, everybody, as we said, we're with Alta Vista Assembly. It's a great church in East Bakersfield, and if you are in our neighborhood this coming Sunday, 10 a.m. is our English service. If you're in our neighborhood and you don't have a good home church, you'd be most welcome. 10 a.m. English, 2 o'clock is Spanish, 5 o'clock is New Wine, which is another wonderful fellowship that meets in our sanctuary, and you would be welcome at any of those. We've also got a men's breakfast coming up this Saturday, so calling all men, 9
And
o'clock.
it's your birthday this Saturday, man, so if you come, make sure to say happy birthday and punch him in the arm.
And milk duds.
No, punch him in the arm. Don't get him milk duds.
Get me milk duds. Anyway, the men's breakfast, so calling all men. Guys, we've got a special assignment, top secret stuff we're going to talk about on Saturday, project that we need to work on together. So I need all men to be there. 9 o'clock is when we start that. And as I say, we meet on Sunday, 10 a.m., but we also stream that later in the day, correct?
It's posted later that afternoon.
All right, around 2 o'clock
2
or
and
so.
2:15 respectively.
So you can catch it there. You can catch us live.
It's on the
whichever.
website the next day, Monday. It's posted on the website.
Okay. So you can catch us live or you can catch us that stream, but whatever the case